I thought my best friend would stand by my side on my wedding day. But instead, she destroyed everything I dreamed of. She took the one thing that mattered most. And suddenly I became the enemy. How could she do this to me? I always thought planning a wedding would be the happiest time of my life. The flowers, the music, the dress, especially the dress. That perfect gown that would make me feel like a queen for one day. But I never imagined that the very thing meant to symbolize love and celebration would become the reason everyone I cared about turned against me. It all started 3 weeks before my wedding. I had finally found the dress. The moment I stepped out of the fitting room, my mom gasped, tears filling her eyes. "Oh, honey," she whispered, covering her mouth. "You look breathtaking." I turned toward the mirror and saw myself. Lace sleeves, delicate beading, a flowing skirt that shimmered like moonlight. I had dreamed about this since I was a little girl, and it was finally real. And the first person I wanted to show? My best friend, Hannah. Hannah and I had been inseparable since middle school. She was the loud, confident one. I was the quieter, softer one. Together, we balanced each other out. She was supposed to be my maid of honor. When she walked into the boutique, her eyes widened. "Oh, my God," she breathed. "You look insane." I laughed, twirling in the dress. "Do you think it's too much?" "Too much? Babe, it's perfect. Everyone will be jealous." Her words made me blush, but looking back now, I wonder if she meant them differently. Over the next few days, Hannah became obsessed. She kept asking questions. "Where are you keeping the dress? Are you sure you don't want to hide it at my place? It's safer. Can I just try it on for fun?" At first, I laughed it off, but her tone started to feel strange, almost possessive. One night, after a long day of planning, I came home to find Hannah in my room, wearing my dress. My jaw dropped. "What are you doing?" I gasped. She spun around, clutching the fabric like a guilty child. I just wanted to see how it felt." "You can't just wear my wedding dress. That's sacred, Hannah." Her face fell, but then she smiled a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Relax, it's not a big deal. I was just curious." I made her take it off immediately, but the image burned into my mind. Hannah, twirling in my gown, her expression almost triumphant. Things spiraled quickly after that. My fiancé, Mark, started acting distant. When I asked why, he said Hannah had mentioned I was losing it over the wedding, that I was being controlling. I couldn't believe it. Hannah was supposed to support me, not undermine me. Then my mom began questioning me. "Honey, why are you being so hard on Hannah? She's just trying to help." It felt like the walls were closing in. And then the unthinkable happened. 1 week before the wedding, I went to check on my dress. Gone. The garment bag was empty. The hanger dangled like a cruel joke. I screamed. I tore apart my room. I checked every closet, every corner. Nothing. Panic clawed at my chest. My wedding was days away, and my dress, the one thing I had poured my heart into, had vanished. I called Hannah immediately. My hands shook so badly I could barely press the buttons. When she answered, her voice was oddly calm. "What's wrong?" "My dress, it's gone. Someone stole it." There was silence, then a small laugh. "Stole it? Are you sure you didn't just misplace it?" My blood ran cold. "Hannah, do you know something?" But she hung up. The next day, I thought things couldn't get worse. I was wrong. At brunch with my family, Hannah walked in, wearing my wedding dress. The entire room gasped. My mom's eyes widened, and my aunts clapped their hands to their mouths. And Hannah? She just smiled, spinning like she was on a runway. Don't I look gorgeous? She laughed. It's just a joke, don't freak out. But nobody was laughing. Everyone was staring at me. And then Hannah's smile twisted. You guys, I have to be honest, she didn't even want me to see this dress. She's been so controlling. Honestly, I don't think she's ready for marriage. Gasps echoed around the table. My mom frowned at me. My cousin whispered something to her sister. And suddenly, I was the villain. I jumped up, my voice shaking. She stole my dress. This isn't a joke. But Hannah clutched her chest, pretending to cry. Wow, after everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? You actually think I'd steal from you? My mom grabbed my arm. Stop it. You're causing a scene. I couldn't believe it. My own mother was defending her. And when I turned to Mark, praying for support, his face was blank. Maybe Hannah's right. He muttered, You've been different lately. My heart shattered. That night, I cried harder than I ever had in my life. Not just because my dress was gone, but because everyone I trusted had turned on me. And deep down, I knew this wasn't about the dress anymore. Hannah wanted more than attention. She wanted to ruin me. But I had no idea just how far she was willing to go. Because what happened next made the stolen dress feel like nothing compared to the storm that was coming. When I stood there in the middle of the reception hall, my stolen dress clinging to her body while people whispered and pointed, I felt like I was drowning in a nightmare. My best friend, the girl I had trusted with every secret, every tear, every dream, was wearing the dress I had chosen for the most important day of my life. And the worst part? Everyone was looking at me like I was the villain. My throat tightened. I wanted to scream. I wanted to rip the dress off her. But instead, I froze. Then she smiled. That fake, poisonous smile that only I could see through. Relax, she said sweetly, turning toward the crowd. She's just upset because I look better in it. Laughter broke out. Actual laughter. From my family, from his family, even from some of my bridesmaids. My hands trembled as I clenched my fists. I could feel the tears burning, but I refused to let them fall. Not yet. I looked at my fiancé, my supposed partner, the man who promised he'd always have my back. He didn't defend me. He didn't even look shocked. He just stood there, silent, almost amused. That was the moment my world cracked. She stole my dress, I shouted, my voice breaking. She went into my room, into my closet, and took it. This isn't funny, this is sick. But instead of outrage or support, I got gasps and murmurs. Her eyes watered instantly, crocodile tears falling down her cheeks. She's lying, she sobbed. She told me I could borrow it, and now she's trying to humiliate me because she's jealous. Jealous. That word cut deep, and people believed her. I saw it in their faces. Doubt, judgment, disgust. I ran. I couldn't take it. I bolted from the hall, out into the cold night, my heart racing so hard I thought it would burst. My entire wedding had crumbled before my eyes, and I couldn't understand why no one saw the truth. My phone buzzed in my hand. A text. From her. You should thank me. I saved you from embarrassing yourself in front of everyone. You were never meant for that dress. My stomach twisted. My hands shook. Rage boiled in me so hot I thought I'd explode. The next day, rumors spread like wildfire. Apparently, I had attacked her in front of everyone. Apparently, I was unstable and obsessed with my dress. She spun the story so well that even some of my family stopped answering my calls. And him? My fiancé? He told me I had ruined everything by making a scene. I couldn't believe it. The man who was supposed to defend me chose her side. But deep down, I realized something painful. Maybe he always wanted her. Maybe this was never about the dress at all. I tried to move on. I tried to let it go, but the betrayal clawed at me. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. Then, proof landed in my lap. One of my bridesmaids, one of the few who still believed me, sent me a video. She had filmed quietly, while my so-called best friend bragged in the bathroom mirror before the reception. Her exact words, "She thinks this is her fairy tale, but this is my moment. I'll take everything she loves and no one will stop me." My heart pounded as I replayed it over and over. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't lying. She admitted it herself. I finally had evidence, but I hesitated. If I exposed it, the wedding would officially be destroyed. Families torn apart, reputations ruined. But hadn't she already ruined me? That night, I uploaded the clip privately and I showed it to my fiancé. I'll never forget his face. First, shock, then shame, then anger, but not at her, at me. "How could you record her like that?" He snapped. "You're obsessed. This is exactly why no one believes you." My knees went weak. He didn't even care. He was protecting her. And that's when I realized the unthinkable. My fiancé and my best friend weren't just friends. They were together. The puzzle pieces clicked, the lingering glances, the whispered conversations, the way he defended her more than me. I confronted them both, screaming through tears. "Just admit it. You wanted each other all along. This was never about the dress. It was about betraying me." Silence. Then, she smirked. "Finally," she whispered, "you're catching on." My fiancé didn't deny it. He didn't apologize. He just walked out with her, leaving me alone in the wreckage of what should have been my happiest day. Weeks passed. The shame, the whispers, the pity from strangers. It was unbearable. People told me to move on, but how do you move on when the two people you loved most conspired against you? I sank into a dark place. But then, slowly, I found strength again. I took that video public. I let the world see exactly who she was, exactly what they both did to me. And the backlash? It was brutal, not for me, for them. Her perfect image shattered. His family turned their backs. The two of them, who thought they could build a fairy tale out of my pain, ended up isolated and despised. And me? I rebuilt. I started therapy. I focused on myself. I realized that losing them wasn't a tragedy. It was freedom. Because if someone can steal your dress, your fiancé, and your dignity, then maybe they were never yours to begin with. Still, sometimes I close my eyes and see her smirking in my gown, laughing as the world turned against me. And I remind myself of one simple truth. She may have stolen my dress. She may have stolen my fiancé. But she will never steal my strength.